Hi guys, it's Kelly and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing the mid-year freakout tag. Now this is a tag that is done in booktube around, well, the middle of the year. Today is the 30th, so I decided to pop on here quickly and do this tag. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it, okay? If I'm looking down, it's because I'm reading the questions from my iPad. All right, the first problem is best books you've read so far. I'll leave that one for the very last because I got a couple. So let's move on to question number 2. The best sequel you've read so far. I haven't read any sequels. I don't think I have read any sequels. That I'll take a pass on. The next question is a new release you haven't read yet but want to. I have a couple. I have Yellowface I want to read. It's a new release that I want to read. The Book That Wouldn't Burn, The Will of the Many, The Ferryman, A Girl Called Samson, The Vanishing at Castle Moray, and Revealing the Truth. Those are just some of the books that has been released already and I still need to get to. All right. The next question is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year. I think some of my most anticipated releases for this year have already come out. It's just that I haven't gotten to them as yet because, as you can see, I'm trying to read my bookshelf, and even though as the new releases come out, even though I collect the books I don't rush to go and read those first. I'm trying to kind of concentrate on the books that I have here right now. Okay. The next question is my biggest disappointment. That would be Verity. I really thought Verity would have been a 5-star read for me, and yeah, Colleen, you let me down there. I have several books from Colleen Hoover, and I think that she's going to redeem herself with one of them. All right, let's move on to the next one. My biggest surprise. I got 2. The biggest surprise for me for this year was Les Miserables and Moby Dick. I ever have guessed that I would have I can't even say love these 2 books the way that I end up loving them. So yeah, they were literally, they were a big surprise for me for this year. Favorite new author is the next question. A debut or new to me, that would have to be Patty Callahan. I think she probably is married now. Patty Callahan Henry. I read Once Upon a Wardrobe from her, and Becoming Mrs. Lewis. Loved it. I enjoyed the both books, and I really want to read more from that particular author. All right. Newest fictional crush, let's pass on that. Don't have any. Newest favorite character, that would have to be Jean Valjean and Ishmael, both from, of course, Jean Valjean from Les Miserables and Ishmael from Moby Dick. All right. The next question is books that made you cry. That award will go to Les Miserables. I cried, guys. I cried. I was shedding some really, really long tears. I mean, if you know, you know, if you read the book, okay? Books that made you feel happy. 84 Charon Road, yeah. 84 Charon Road was that for me. I really enjoyed that. I felt real, cozy and sweet, and I just wanted to be part of that whole setting and environment. 84 Charon Road. That's the book that made me happy. Favorite book to film adaptation you saw this year. Let's pass on that because I haven't been watching much television, so I don't have anything for that. Favorite review you've written this year. I haven't written any reviews this year as yet. Or let me just say, I won't be writing any reviews. I use Storygraph and Goodreads just to record the books that that I read, so I'll know, you know, the books them that I read and the ratings that I give it. The next question: most beautiful book you've bought this year? That would have to be The Master and Margarita. Oh, just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I love this book. All right, that's my most beautiful book. I have other books that nice, but this one, I think, for me, it takes the cake. And I'm answering the last question, which is the first question. The best book I've read so far for these first 6 months. Guys, I refuse to put one book. No. Every book has different, they bring different things to the plate. And since I read widely, I read from a lot of different genres, each book lives rent-free in my mind for different genres. All right, so I have a few to tell you all of my best books. I changed them because it's not one. No. So without further ado, let me tell you guys the best books that I have read so far for the first 6 months of the year. First one being Les Miserables. Absolutely love that book. I still think about that book up to this moment, you know. And yeah, I recommend it to any and everybody I can. Moby Dick is the next book that I absolutely love. It caught me by surprise. It lives rent-free in my mind, and I have to, you know, how to put it, I have to recommend it to everyone. The Brothers Karamazov. Come on, it goes without saying. I'm a Dostoevsky fan, guys. And the Brothers Karamazov, was phenomenal. I can't even explain to people why they ought to read it. This is a must read for anybody who reads. That I just say, period. The next book, Stoner by John Williams. What are you doing with your life if you don't read Stoner? And mind you, I read Stoner, I think it's January or February this year, and I've already reread Stoner. That's to show you how much it occupies space in my mind. All right. The next book is Christianity and Liberalism. Oh, I think I pronounced it. Well, if even, I'll put the book here. Okay. That book, for my Christians outside there, run out and read it. Just read it. You will understand why it lives rent-free in my mind. And I know, you know, in the next couple of months, I'm going to be picking it back up. I'm definitely going to be picking it back up. And the last book that lives rent-free in my mind is Monster. This manga, guys, I can't get enough of it. I cannot get enough of it, and I cannot recommend it enough to people. So yeah, I highly recommend it, you know, if you want a good manga, to take up that book. All right. That's it for me for the mid-year freakout tag. I have been enjoying watching you guys, I mean, all my booktube friends, you know, do this tag and see, you know, which books make the you know, the best book of that they've read so far, you know, the biggest disappointment, the biggest surprise. It's really and truly have been a joy watching you guys. All right. Yeah, but that's it for me, and until we do meet again, guys, you know how I do it here. Stay safe and God bless. Bye.